And welcome to the Big T Show. I am Big T, and we are back. Let me just make sure that I'm not Big Boomer. And I know I do this every week, and I don't care if it's unprofessional. I'd rather be done right than not done. Oh, something went wrong. What's going on here? Let's see. Did I get it right? Come on, give me 30. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, here we go. All right, then now I can put my phone on airplane mode. I will probably do this every week till I feel confident in myself, which I always am. But we got it going. I just see this applause thing, so I just hit it. Listen, I should be. I just rather be safe than sorry. After so many times trying to do this by myself, and it fucking up. You don't want to waste a half hour, 35 minutes. But I didn't want to waste your time last week. That's why I didn't do the Big T show. I always give the Big Tits Big Picks of the week, and I had a shitty October. I know I'm down. What is it? Week 8. We're down 8,000 for the year, but we had a couple weeks in a row with the Titans missing a field goal in overtime to push to keep the parlay alive. To me, getting greedy the next week, taking the Ravens -7 instead of money line. They win by 6. That paid like over like 10,000, and personal life bet also. What's the other one? Then the fucking Bills about to run in with a couple seconds left, falls like a yard or two short of winning the game and winning a bunch of money. And then the week after that, I'm just like Cuban Gooding Jr. and Boys in the Hood when he's just fighting and punching the air and it's just you get cock smashed for most of the month of October. A lot of money. We're talking, besides on the show, fucking, we could have been up money in real life. And I just needed to take a break. It was seeping too much into my real life. And I'm just having fun and I'm just trying to put in bets to show, just to see what I can be at the end of the year. And win some people some money and also bragging rights. I ain't gonna lie. And I needed to take last week off. I took the 0 instead of doing a show and giving a parlay. I took the 0 just to restart. New week. I got my Big Tits Big Picks of the week coming up at the end of the show. It's just gambling. It's the reason it's called gambling and not winning. Those cock smash, those hard losses, man. Like I never had issue winning. It was me holding on to the money. So I'd win money, and then the bookie would have access to the account and put my minimum, which would have been 500 on a bet, to 1,000, 3,000. So I bet higher and give all the money back and then some. And that's what a common thing I would do. And after years of getting arrested, punching, biting, paying for legal fees, just being a fucking idiot, burning money, and when you don't have money or be able to look at money, you treat life differently, let alone gambling. And the past couple weeks, personally, I just put a down payment for something, so I don't see my bread. You have a nice condo or this, but you don't see the money. And I don't know if it's society, me personally, because I don't come from money. You know what I mean? Like, we weren't poor, but I couldn't ask my parents. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we had birthday presents and Christmas presents. I'm not saying nothing like that, but just it wasn't like, hey, can I have money? Like, it's like, what? I always had a job. You know what I mean? Like, I always hustled as a kid. Like, I don't like to hear no. You know what I mean? Like, not non-consensual, but you know what I mean? Like, I have a joke, like, some of these guys who hung out, who did sexual assault, they're animals, they're disgusting fucks. But their biggest crime is hanging out with girls that said no. Like, I like girls cut from the same cloth. I'm a fucking animal. I don't want to hear no. I'm saying yes to you with everything. It's a two-way street. That sounds misogynistic. Fuck you. Suck my dick. You know what I mean? Like, I like to hang out with mutual-minded people, like, throughout my life. Not now. I got a beautiful girlfriend with Kira. But, and then when, you know what I mean? Like, betting now, maybe the past couple of months, or whatever, since football started, I think I might have been that greed. Obviously, I'm going to get into me being a fat fuck, that glutton. But greed, those 7 deadly sins, is so hard to control. Like, you can have a 3-team parlay. Oh, it pays $3,200. Yeah, that's nice. $3,200 is a lot of money. But you add another team, you twist it around. You add the spread. Wow, this pays $8,500. Who doesn't want $5,000 more? You know what I mean? Like, and it fucks with you. It fucks with your mind. Sorry, a little thirsty. You know what I mean? It fucks with your mind. It makes you bet differently. Just anything in life. You know what I mean? Like, you act different when you had money or you can see your money and then you don't see it, good or bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's a positive thing that I can't see my money because I put a down payment for something and it's going to be all positive at the end. But when you don't see it, I think I've been betting differently. So I needed, I needed some clarity. I needed to take a week and a half off. I was super busy. I had my 2 teeth ripped out. You know what I mean? Like, the things guys would do for pussy. You know what I mean? I was at a dentist office on a Saturday. You know, special appointment to get my wisdom teeth ripped out. And this, like, lady from, like, Three's Company, like a hippie lady, blonde hair, like, attractive. She's like, it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? Why are you here to get them ripped out? And, like, it's like hot pussy. You're like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you disagree with them. You know what I mean? She could have said, oh, we have to shove this fucking tube up your ass. Like, I guess if you're saying, ma'am, you know what I mean? Like, the things guys would do for maybe a girl liking them to maybe give them pussy. And I got talked out of my wisdom teeth getting removed. And then that was $1,500 on this side. And then this side, the wisdom tooth was pushing on another tooth. That one cracked. The x-rays showed that the tooth in front of it's infected from a bad root canal, which my one friend had 3 heart surgeries because the tooth infection gets in your blood. Then it was hiding in his chest cavity. They had to have like 3 open heart surgeries from a tooth infection. I had one 2 years ago. I turned yellow. I thought it was the flu. Every time I got the flu, I eat fucking an insane amount of edibles, swigging cough syrup, sleep in. I wake up in 5 days. Hopefully it's gone. That's my, I wake up, I piss, I eat something, I go back to bed. And I was doing that. And by the 4th day, I'm like, I can't even chew on these edibles. And it was my tooth. It was a tooth infection and not the flu. Went to the dentist. Like, yo, what's wrong with him? I was yellow. It was the worst. It was poison in my body. And fucking, you know what I mean? That's this one, the ticking time bomb after the tooth cracked from the wisdom tooth, which I had to rip out anyway, more out-of-pocket expenses over potential pussy, which didn't happen. In my mind, it happened, you know? And it was just a trying week, just getting my teeth ripped out. Cool dentist said he was going to come to my show. We're going to get into some comedy stuff. We had some fun weeks of comedy since we last talked. And, just getting my teeth ripped out, just time to relax. You know what I mean? I didn't do any comedy for a little while. And just to rethink everything about just getting my cock smashed for 3 weeks. And then, like I said, punch in the air like Cuban Gooding Jr. and fucking Boys in the Hood when Ricky dies. And, like, he just had enough. That was me after 3 cock smashes in a row, then chasing, like, just throwing money at a fire. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to fix it. It's just going to burn even quicker. And I needed that time off, the teeth to get ripped out. I went layup vanilla this week. Let's get some fucking money. I'm going to give the picks at the end of the fucking thing. But, like I said, I just love stand-up comedy. At the end of the day, I absolutely love it. Yeah, did I do it my whole life? Maybe not on a stage, but I was always the clown. After hours, school, you name it. I can't. Funerals. I can't help it. And I love it. And I love it so fucking much. Just big week of comedy. It just, I just want to shout out Ryan Reese Comedy. Just me and Kira going to a show in Long Beach. Mark Norman, Joe List, some other people. I never heard of Ryan Reese before this. Not just because I was out of control drinking and doing drugs doesn't mean just because I was so caught up with that and now I'm catching up with comedy and meeting new people and realizing how many killers there are in the world. He was doing crowd work. He's like, where you from? I'm like, Rockaway. Then he like pressed further and he was like trying to really find out what part of Rockaway because he's originally from there. Old school Rockaway person. You know what I mean? Back in the day. And we talked afterwards, had him on the show at Wits and just a killer, crushed. And we've been working together and he's blessing the shit out of me. From Rich Voss in the summer to Jeff Ross. Rich Voss, Jeff Ross, hosting for fucking TJ Miller of Daredevil. Nope, not Daredevil. That's what I was posting on my Instagram post, Facebook. Oh, from Silicon Valley and Daredevil. And like the show Monday was just fucking awesome. I was dressed as Charlie Brown, it's an easy one. And what I mean, TJ Miller had all this makeup done at the shout out to the beach house in Long Beach. They turned it into like a horror house. A horror house? A house of horror? It was like a gory, Halloweenish, like this they over the top. They had it going for a couple of weeks. I seen from afar, then I seen it in person the day after Halloween, the show. TJ Miller had makeup done, Ryan Reese crushed, David Suarez. And man, it was one of the great it was just a great night, man. Just the people. I'm getting off stage. They set it up where instead of like horizontally, they sent it the other way, whatever, vertically, and like there was so it could fit more people because this guy's a fucking. He was in Deadpool. You know what I mean? Not Daredevil. And I'm getting off stage. People high fiving me. The love was so real. It makes you feel good that you're doing what you should be doing, man. I love that feeling. I'm going up there just being me, talking my nonsense. That's me. That's what I mean. Like I'm a clown. This is what I think of. I'm not reaching to be certain thing that I'm not. I'm just being me, and certain people love it. You know what I mean? Other people I know I definitely rubbed the wrong way, but like. I was hosting, so I was like, yo, TJ, what do you want me to bring you up? Silicon Valley, Daredevil? He's like, yeah, do that. Then light me at 15, light me at 20. And I do it. I bring him up. Like, you know him from Silicon Valley. You know him from Daredevil. TJ Miller. Place goes fucking berserk because he's a fucking superstar, He's a comedian, movie star. He's fucking big. And he's like, yeah, I don't think there was a Daredevil. I don't even think there was a Daredevil 2. And then just starts busting my chops. But in such a great way of, I'm going around saying it's Daredevil. He was in Deadpool. Like, you know what I mean? But it was like 5 minutes of his set. He was super cool. I apologized afterwards. And he said, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, my little gaffe or mistake. There was like a couple of, the opening part of his dialogue of just roasted me. And he was just a fucking, watching these professional comedians. And shout out again to Ryan Reese. There's a show this week, Sarah Silverman, sold out right away. They added a second show. Me and Kira will be in the building. The following, not week, maybe 2 weeks, Jim Brewer on a Sunday. Jim fucking Brewer. Come on. The Beach House, Long Beach, doing big fucking things. But shout out to my man Ryan Reese for the chances, the opportunities, and just life-changing moments in my life. You know what I mean? Like I said, being on the same stage as Rich Voss, Mark Norman, Joe List, fucking just Jeff Ross. These are fucking comedy legends and up-and-coming legends. You know what I mean? And Ryan Reese is a killer. And just the opportunities, man. It's just, I'll never forget this. Like, how do you forget sharing the stage with these motherfuckers and just eating food with them? It's just these experiences, man. I know I sound like a fanboy or whatever, but I don't care because it really is those moments. Because when I wasn't doing stand-up, I was getting high watching these motherfuckers on TV or whatever, YouTube or whatever it is. And now I'm sharing the stage with them. It's just so awesome. And forever grateful to Ryan Reese, and just definitely check him out. And hopefully we can do something in Rockaway. A lot of these businesses, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me. People always ask, when are you doing a Rockaway show? I'm going to have one in my living room soon just because I take matters into my own hands. But like, come on, man. We have awesome shows. We had a killer comedy club show at the Sugar Bowl. Shout out to Amy, Spilly, and everyone involved there that always blessed me with the Tuesday before Labor Day. But like, it's the winter time in Rockaway. I'm not talking about the show. I'm talking in Rockaway, like a Wednesday night, a Thursday night. You couldn't take a chance on having some sort of comedy night. When I'm saying I'll take care of everything, like I don't understand. Is it me? Is it my content? Like one fucking establishment said, as they were rolling out chicken parm at 9:30, as I'm getting assaulted by some purple-haired freak. You know what I mean? Like, how about worry about that? You know what I mean? Like, what is it? What is it? You know what I mean? Then they go and have another comic who I know they came down. It got canceled anyway. But, like, I don't even want to come off, like, sounding, like, bitter. You know, like, people ask me, when are we doing this show in Rock? I don't know. The next step, trying to own a fucking establishment, that's a lot of money, man. But, hey, if you put it out in the universe, things happen. And like I said, I'm just having fun, man. Just, Sunday I got up. I was Charlie Brown. I was bouncing around the city I went to a mic in Brooklyn, a party show in Astoria, then the Comedy Fight Club at the Stand in the city as Charlie Brown. The love was real this weekend of people just having fun, being out, Halloween, fall in New York City. It was fucking great, man. And like one of the shows, like, well, where have you? Now you can go to work tomorrow and say you heard Charlie Brown talk about the Holocaust. I was going in, and it was just great, man. I just love it. I used to love all my Halloween costumes. It's tough now not drinking. Like, I ain't gonna lie, being around people that drink it's tough because that was part of my life for so long. I don't know what the fuck is this, fruit flies? I don't even have any fruit up here. What the fuck is that thing? But just to be able, like, comedy again, filling that void, you know, giving me fucking does anyone see that thing? It's like a fly. Was it like Breaking Bad? The fucking the whole episode is them trying to kill the fly. But again, Halloween giving me the fortunate Halloween comedy, giving me the again saving me like, oh, I want to go out, I want to do this. Yeah, I'm able to dress up and go to a show, make people laugh. You know, it's Charlie Brown, and you know, it's just the people after the show, the love in Long Beach. Like, oh, Big T, you got an edible? Like, one guy came up the stairs. I'm like, yo, you can't come up here. It's like for where the comics and the owner hang out. And I'm like, yo, and he's like, and I was like, I apologize. I'm like, yeah, I don't know this guy, but they just met me. They heard me talking about edibles. They wanted edibles. They followed me in my car, giving people edibles. And like, I always thought, like, this could be the future. Like, if I ever get on the road, like, if they like me and like my comedy, like, then why wouldn't they want to smoke a joint afterwards and eat some edibles with me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm gonna have to hopefully have a lot of explaining to do one day to TSA. Like, why do you have so much cash on you? Like, motherfucker, I'm selling my fucking bake what your mama gave you gear and edibles after the show. What do you think? But hopefully one day, and you know, it's just the next day. I'm gonna get into the road in a second, but the next day I had a show in the city at this place, Sour Mouse, and it was just a loud room, and just that. I don't know what it was. Just I think I might have had one of the best sets of my life. The day after hosting and having a great set for like TJ Miller and them in Long Beach, and it's just I just feel good, man, and in comedy, and I love it so much. Like I say, like, nothing makes me happier. I love Kira, and I always joke, like, if comedy could start blowing me, like, Kira would be in trouble, and I say that tongue in cheek because, you know, I mean, Kira does take care of me. She lets me just go do my thing, and so supportive, always wants to come to my shows, even if she's seen my set a million times. But like, it's her in comedy. You know what I mean? The loves of my life, and in different like thing. Like, you can't choose Kira or comedy. And I would never do that. But I love them both, and I'm just having fun, and it's coming out on stage, and you know what I mean? Like, some of these comics, they get up there and just like, I don't know, just complain. Like, no one's here. There. Like, go tell jokes. Be funny, asshole. You know what I mean? And like, I still feel that hatred from comics. You know what I mean? Like, weird shit. Just weird. It's going to sound petty if I come out with it, and I'm not. But I responded to someone going on a road gig, Pat Haggerty from Staten Island, from the Fifth Borough. And it was on Connecticut, my first road gig. And it took me an hour to get to Staten Island, and I didn't know who was coming. It was Matt Maron, and Tyler and Travis Grant. And I'm like, oh, awesome, funny comics. I know them, and it was like a 2.5 hour trip up to Connecticut, like Anastasia, Connecticut, some restaurant, and we all did about 15, 20 minutes. I headlined. You know what I mean? I went up, did my thing for like, I think, like 19 minutes. I brought everything. And there were some old people there, and they're like, there's no light material with me. And just, they were like, this one lady, it looked like she definitely was into the Marmaduke and definitely wanted Steve to eat her from the back. That's probably her husband. It looked like a Steve. And just like everything I listen to on podcasts and just comics and Joey Diaz and Joe Rogan or Mark Norman, all these podcasts I listen to, and they always talk about the road. And I was even talking with my buddy, like, hey, I got this first, like, little road gig with these people. And he's like, oh, just remember the car rides and this and that. And he hit the nail on the head. Remember the car rides, because we fucking howled laughing for the whole ride. And, like, just bringing up little things from the stories we were telling. And it was such camaraderie and just fucking comedy shit for comics, New York, one way or another, Staten Island, Long Island, Queens to Long Island, and me in Brooklyn to Rockaway, like representing a little bit of all of New York City, and just fucking, it was just awesome, man. I don't even want to get into the stories because that's personal shit. But it was just, we brought up Carrot Ass and Brucey. They were loving it. Like, just, that's a personal reference to Rockaway. But it was just fucking great, man. And it was a paid gig, 20 minutes, road gig. I was still glowing the next day. And it's just, comedy makes me so fucking happy, man. Like, I can't even, imagine my life. Like, I would probably go, if there was no comedy, I'd probably be drinking and doing drugs, still coke, and dead. You know what I mean? Like, comedy saved. I feel like comedy saved my life a little. Like, I felt like, because I stopped drinking, then a couple weeks later I started comedy without even thinking, and then boom, and I'm in love with it. I love, you know what I mean? Like, and I love Kira also because she gives me the opportunities to just go do my thing, whatever. Don't bust my balls, and that's a great girlfriend, man. That's a great person right there, and I love her. And I'm gonna keep it going, man. Like I said, we're gonna get something going in the living room. We had one on the roof. We had Angelo's Pizza, making pizza on one side. Not sure if we're gonna do that again. Besides the fire hazard part, the oven was tough to carry up and down the stairs. But we're gonna do something in the living room, and then take it from there. Hopefully, something in Rockaway, because people ask me, people want a show, people like. All these businesses just crushing it on a Wednesday in November, December. I don't know. It's a beach community. Who's going to the fucking beach and then coming to your establishment? But no, that's not something for me to understand. It's for these people that don't want to work with me. But I have this. I get super high, man, and I sign up for things. Like, I ended up at like some black social club for an open mic. And I have no problem against any person, let alone black people. I love black people, but like, as I'm like trying to find out where this place is, it's in a basement in Bedford Avenue, and it's like black-owned business for black people. And I'm like, great, I just sign up for anything nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, but they're awesome. And like, but another thing I signed up for was like, just like, and that was just an example. You know what I mean? Of like me being high and just signing up for, not even reading the fine print till afterwards. And like, then I signed up for this competition in Long Island. Like, yeah, 5 years and under, and I'm 4 years in. So I sign up for it. I go there, and you know, there's a lot of old people, like grandmas, and then, you know, in a competition, like, who am I to judge? Who am I to say I'm better than anyone? You know what I mean? Like, I don't assume. I don't fucking hate on people right away like people do with me. Well, these cunts definitely did with me, because they wouldn't even say they wouldn't even talk to me afterwards. I go up there, I'm doing my thing. The room probably wasn't my normal room, but jokes are jokes and funny's funny. Like, fuck you. And I made it not unanimously to the second round, which is tonight. I have to be there at 7:15. $250 cash prize. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't want to hate on them, but we'll see. Like, I felt there was a little clickiness. They gave it to certain people that I don't even know if were that funny last week, but we're going to check that out tonight. I'm in this competition. It's on some sort of pay-per-view from StrongIsland.com. You can even vote for Big T. But I'm going to go up there. I'm going to bring my shit. And if they hate on me, listen, you guys, regardless, you guys are going to hear about it next week. I'm going to vent. Or even if no one's listening, my hour, or my like I said, my selfish exercise and talking, which I love, just talking, just getting it out. I walk down the stairs from this, and I feel better. Like that. This is my therapy. Not some therapist that you tell them too much and they try to commit you to Coney Island Hospital for a drug problem. Like, no, asshole. I just told you I stopped selling drugs and drinking. I don't know how that just got through if I'm on airplane mode. I'm the one who stopped. You know what I mean? Like, and you're trying to commit me to Coney Island Hospital? I think fucking that's another day therapy. Oh, don't say too much. You got to ease in. Fuck you. That means it doesn't work. But yeah, tonight's gonna be good. You know, comedy competition in Long Island. Stay tuned for next week. And like, yo, I was riding such a fucking high Monday fucking show with TJ Miller. That Tuesday random show in the city where I just shot myself out of a fucking cannon and just burnt the stage down. Into signing up, to talking to my buddy and going on that road gig. I was just riding such an adrenaline high, and the adrenaline's real. Like, I can't go to sleep at night sometimes, you know, even though I'm sleeping better. But the next day, I had my trainer. I didn't go in like a week because I had my teeth ripped out. Then I have these comedy shows. I did good. I sweated for the first time. And then he's like, "Hey, Tom," shout out to Vince, my man. He's like, "Hey, the water looked calm today." And we always do breathing, box breathing, Wim Hof method, all different kinds. Because that's all exercise is different ways of breathing, like cardio. You know what I mean? Like, oh, how you breathe it is so important. And we talked about somehow. We next, we're walking down to the ocean with a mace, which is like a baseball bat. It looks like this. You're swinging and shit, and it's like a weighted end. It's like some old school barbarian shit. And next, we're walking down to the beach to go swimming. And as I don't think I've ever been to the water this late in November, but just breathing through my nose. We walked in slowly. I was in there for like 10, 15 minutes, warm as fuck. It was the fucking craziest thing. After a minute, your mind switches over, and like now. Like, whatever that cold ocean gave me, the energy I felt even more after that was insane. And it was just a wild week of just feelings that that not many people can feel. I mean, the doing really good on stage, doing stand-up, my first road gig, going swimming, breathing exercises in November. You know what I mean? Not many people are doing that. And the way I've been feeling has been amazing. And I know I gained a lot of weight. It is what it is. I was in a bad relationship, no excuses, stress eating. Stress is man-made, it's bullshit. And then just getting caught up in the pandemic. Nowhere to go. I was like, I just fucking eat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good at eating. But I'm working on it. Like I said, I'm going to the trainer. I feel better. I feel stronger. I've been eating garlic, just raw garlic. I highly recommend it. You feel a little tickle in your throat, your stomach's a little upset. Eat too close. It burns. Shut the fuck up. Do you want to feel better? Eat some garlic, you fucking Mama Luke. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Oh, man. Yeah, man. Just, like I said, there was a lot going on. I took last week off, the cock smash, a lot of comedy. I got the comedy competition tonight. Before that, we got some football. It's Sunday. It's fucking almost 1 o'clock, almost kickoff. And listen, we went with the Big Tits Big Picks of the week. We went we went 4-team. I added a team I don't love. I think Vegas wants you to take the other team. I'm gonna start off with the Bills first half, -7.5. Don't love the play because of the half a point. I could see him being up by 7 at halftime. But I really like this Bills team, and I don't like this Jaguars team. The game I was talking about, the Chargers versus the Eagles. The Chargers are dead last in rushing, stopping the run, and the Eagles have a bunch of running backs, a running quarterback, and everyone's on the Chargers. You go against the masses. But I'm picking them. I just added them last minute. Remember that I said I'm adding the Chargers last minute. Don't love the play. Bengals at home against the Browns. The Browns are all types of beat up and look ugly. They have a great defense, but I'm biased against this Bengals team. Coming off a loss against the shitty fucking Jets. And you have the Chiefs, -7. Not looking good all year. I mean, a money line. Not looking good all year, but playing a Packers team with no Rodgers. He's out there fucking, make sure you vaccinate it to everyone. Not him, but the people. And he was at a party. He was immunized, some word, like almost like immunity. And he got his fucking advice from Joe Rogan. And now he's under fire. He's losing healthcare sponsors. He's at the podium with no mask on. He's not vaccinated, so he has all these NFL societal rules that are all bullshit. He got it, but is anyone dying? Like, he was around his teammates, and the whole team get it? Not yet. But it's the Chiefs against them. That was a little controversy. 1,000. Oh no, this is a 3-team or 4-leg. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I went 4-team. All right, did I change it to 3? No, I'm gonna stick to a 4. 1,000 pays 76.40. 7640. We're down 8,000 for the year. We can wipe it out with 1 W. Like I said, I added the Chargers last second. It's Bills first half, -7.5. Chargers money line, Bengals money line, Chiefs money line. Let's go. Let's get this W. That's the Big Tits. Get that nipple in there. Big Picks of the week. We're going to win you some money eventually. We have to the end of the year. I'm dropping these $1,000 bombs till the last week. to eliminate this debt and get back into positive, stacking money. Christmas is around the corner, Hanukkah, depending on what you fucking celebrate, Kwanzaa, whatever, atheism. Listen, but at the end of the day, I'm just happy to be here. I really mean that. I love comedy. I love my life. The life I live is priceless. And yeah, I just want to go. I want to do more comedy. I want to do more THC TVs. I want to do this selfish act of me talking. This is a little therapy for me. I work some things out. Hopefully, give you some winners gambling. And like I said, I'm just having fun, man. And the small percentage of people that watch, I really appreciate you. And yeah, I mean, hopefully everything else gets better. We'll rise everything up, and everything across the board will be seen more by more people. Because like I said, that algorithm, the Instagram, the YouTube, it buries me. You can say it doesn't, whatever. There's a Reels option on Instagram, and I always complain about them burying funny clips from this show or THC TV that people genuinely laugh. They come up to me in Stop and Shop and say it at the car wash. In the comment section, the laughing emojis with they crying. You know, like, I'm laughing so much I'm crying. But Instagram sees it as different and buries it. So I come up with a fuck you algorithm. Fuck you, Instagram. Second clip was me, fuck you, Instagram. Got 3,700 views. Like, what are you, stupid? Like, this is anti-algorithm. This is saying, fuck you, algorithm. Fuck you, Instagram. Then you give me 3,700 views when my other stuff that's funny stuff that should be seen, you're burying. Like, so I'm at a wit's end, but know what? I love doing this. I'm going to keep believing in myself, keep creating content, keep getting on stage. I'm going to win this fucking contest tonight. I'm going to win you some money with the Big Tits Big Picks of the week. What else is there? Just be happy, man. Just be happy. That's all I can say. There's been another episode of the Big T Show. Remember, be the person you are when you're high. See you next week. Thanks for watching.